Hey guys, Dylan here. I'm just getting over a cold, so if things seem a little odd today, it's because I just want an easier stream to do. Just get into the mood of things again. Today we are going to be talking about Metonic and Vamprosa. And if that seems familiar, it's because I've already talked about these before. But I've been studying up on Chris's little card game that he's made a mod for, some My Little Pony thing, and I want to do a full stream on that. But while I was doing that, apparently he's done a little bit of an update on Metonic and Vamprosa. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So this is kind of like a preview to the other stream that I'm going to do later. Chris says, I'm going to tell y'all, it's still with the y'all shit, a little story about the evolution of Sonichu and Rosachu's evolved forms respectively, Metonic and Vamprosa. And this is the original artwork that he did years ago, well before the Sonichu comics started. They were original Pokemon cards and Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And I forget what the other one was. Animal Crossing cards. A regular Sonichu can evolve into the Steel Electric Metonic by being traded with a metal coat. A regular Rosachu can evolve into a Dark/Electric Vamprosa by having highest friendship levels and leveling up during midnight hour of 12 and 1 a.m. And I think that's carried over from Pokemon. I think certain Pokemon evolve with friendship levels or whatever. Metonics are meant to be tough, durable soldiers in combat. They maintain their foot and leg. He said there, but as far as I know, only one can do it, and only one does evolve in the future, and that is the original Sonichu, so I don't know why he's speaking in a plural. Reflexes. Their armor is actually super toughened fur and quills. All of their bodily fuzz, I don't think that's the term you should be using, Chris, gets diamond tough treatment. It should be rough, but whatever. Diamond tough treatment in evolution. The armored parts are mostly unbreakable. Its hair, I really doubt it could be unbreakable. Impenetrable areas. The armor is not coming off any time, making Sonichu be stuck looking like that forever. They trade their spin dash ability for their sword and generate shields with their barrier attacks and electricity. Metonics are the best in defense, offense, and speed. Why would you make him that overpowered? That's just broken. One can ask for in combat. You should at least make him slower so it kind of balances him out. Vamprosas get a wing treatment similar to flying squirrels. No, not flying squirrels. Flying squirrels have skin underneath their arms. Vamprosas have bat wings. But bat style. They can actually survive during the day. Well, yeah, because it's not an actual vampire. And at night, they are not prone to any of the weaknesses of a vampire. So you get all the strengths of a vampire with none of the weaknesses. Thank you, Chris Chan, for making things completely unbalanced yet again. There are a few Vamprosas. As far as I know, there's only been one. Are you suggesting there's going to be more in the future? I'm really curious to find that out. Who have actually been blessed in a church before. They generally do not feed on blood. Generally. I don't like that. It should be they do not feed on blood. What the fuck are they eating, Chris? They will only do so in self-defense. What self-defense? Self-defense is hitting someone when they're hitting you. Self-defense is shooting someone when they're threatening you. Self-defense is punching someone if they're going to attack you. Self-defense is not bite someone on the neck and drain them till they're dead. To weaken the worst of their enemies and foes. Consider them more like fruit bats in that sense. No, that's not fruit bats. You're wrong on that. But they do defend better in the night and in the shadows, as they have really good nocturnal vision. Well, they're not going to do too well staying hidden. They're dressed in bright red and have pink fur. They can outwit a powerful psychic type, if the psychic in question does not pose Miracle Eye ability, and I'm assuming Maju-chan does. Their defense stat is great in their wingspan, as the wings can grow larger. Ooh, that's fucking weird. To completely cover and protect the Vamprosa from incoming flames, ice, and other elements. Just say it's God. Just say it's a fucking god if you're gonna give it no weaknesses. When I first found / created these evolutions, I had a liking of knights and vampires. Someone's been playing ghosts and goblins a lot. And when you have them working together between on land and in the sky, in the brightness of day and the blackest of night, why do you need a knight character when you introduced Darkvine Sonichu? Is he completely pointless now? Is he an evolved Sonichu? I doubt it. This is a power duo that works well together, although it still adds a considerable difference that makes leaving them, Sonichu and Rosachu, as a better choice over evolving them. Well, I'm going to talk about what you could have done to fix this in the actual comics when this stream is over. We're getting close to that. Also, in online search, I noticed Vamprosa form for Savannah. She is unable to evolve, but she can still transform into a pseudo-evolved form as needed and maintain her natural and typical stats, skills. Who fucking cares? It's a comic character, but a flight ability and darkness electric type on top of psychic typing, so she has 3 types in her Vamprosa form, so she can temporarily transform into a Vamprosa, very similar to Mega Evolving. And I'll go into a mini rant after I'm done reading this. This special one and only Savannah Rosachu. Last note, Google Metonic and I get a bunch of Sonic and Metal Sonic shipping art, just fair warning. And these are their new cards. These are the cards he made, and I will be showing these cards more when I look at all the cards. We see that Vamprosa has Dark Pulse, which you may swap 2 pony cards in the shipping grid. Ooh, elaborate fucking powers. And even though they're hedgehog Pokemon, it says pony on the card, because I guess it has to be pony. And Metonic has Slashing Blade. While this card is in your hand, you may discard a villain from the grid and play this card in its place. This power cannot be copied. So yeah, and then it just tells you more information about them down there. And that's all I wanted to talk about with those two. Someone, Lilychu, who actually liked my post when I said I was going to do this stream, asked Christine, Christine, I have a question about Vamprosas. Do they lose their tail? And Chris says yes, and then they thank them. Now, I'm going to go into a mini little autistic rant, so I'm giving you a little heads up before I do it. Chris introduced the Sonicite crystals into Sonichu lore. I already made a video talking about this. And in that, he decided that the Sonicite crystal would allow Sonichu to turn into Ultra Sonichu and allow Rosachu to turn into her furry form. And rather than doing that, how about you not do that? Because these powers already have an explanation. Ultra Sonichu came from the Sonichu crystals. And then the Rosachu, the wild lioness, came from her getting angry. So Chris had to retcon them for no reason. He should have kept these as one-off transformations and said fuck it and not use them anymore, and instead make the Mega Evolution be Metonic and Vamprosa. It doesn't contradict what you said originally, because you said it's a evolution for Sonichu and Rosachu, and you'll get to use these forms knowing that they can go back to their regular forms, because Chris is never going to evolve Sonichu because he's afraid that Sonichu will be stuck looking like this. If these are temporary evolutions like you did with Sylvana, then these characters can turn back to looking normal later. What's the point of you introducing Mega Evolution if you take the evolutions you're never going to use and don't use them? That's just writing advice for Chris. You made these forms, you like them a lot, you keep using them in non-canon material, just make them Mega Evolutions. It'll fix a lot of your problems that you're having with these forms and make them seem a lot less useless. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this stream. It's just a quick little stream. I wanted to get back into the hang of things. If you guys like this video, hit the like button. If you really like it, share it. If you want to see more, then subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Plan to do more streams soon, and bye.